Hi guys, Zach here with another Command & Conquer Red Alert video. In this video I've got a couple of matches I played on the map Superbridgehead. This is the first match and it's a 4v4 match. As you can see, I'm starting in the bottom position in the middle and I've just moved to the left a bit at the start. That's just to get nearer the ore, otherwise I'd have to build more power plants or barracks to get nearer the ore. It just wasted a little bit more time, so that's why I've done that right at the start. Right, I'm sending some infantry straight up above me, and just to the right of me, because that's where my opponents could come from. There's a bridge on this part as well, so I'm just going to bring some infantry there. And I'm going to build my first thingy, so yeah, I'm just going to go over the bridge and see if there's a plan my infantry at the other side. As you can see, I think we've got some infantry there already. And yeah, I'm just going to keep my infantry there. I'll probably pull them back actually.
Training. Unit lost. Unit ready.
Yeah, if I could have done a bit of scouting there, I would have.
Construction complete.
Now the player on this map, the player above me is going to have a very, very hard time because he's sort of like in the middle of two people. So I'm just going to leave some infantry at that side, just so if they try and pass over the bridge, they'll be killed instantly.
Unit ready.
And I'm going to be going for double war factory. Since I can mine gems on this map when there's a mix of gems and ore, I'll... Yeah, I always go for the double war factory first, before building my second ore refinery. I've done some maps you can eat with gems, you can even go for... Oh right, he's just squashed down my infantry with a tank there.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
So he's trying to do some scouting as well.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
It's not going to give him any... It's not going to cause us any major trouble at this point. It's just going to mean he's going to have a visual on my base, so he's going to be able to see how many tanks I've got, where I'm in my production, what buildings I've built. So it just gives him an advantage tactically. That's the only problem.
Building. Unit ready.
Right, so I'm probably going to need to... You can see the gathering up on that bridge. So I'm just going to... I don't know whether to destroy it or not, because it could send a force through there. Yeah, I'm not quite sure he wants me to destroy that bridge or not. I mean, it gives them a passage to my base, it also gives them me a passage to their base so as well. So it's sort of 6 and 2 3s in the end. I'm going to keep on improving my economy. I'm going to build my third war factory now. So I'm just going to build some more trucks so I can sustain that third war factory production. And you can see they're sending some tanks through. But it is very hard to send tanks through the bridge because of tracking. You can see they're having a bit of a hard time at the moment. So if I send my tanks over there, I'll just get absolutely smashed to bits because you can see they've got like a little bottleneck there. And I think they're going to destroy it now anyway.
Construction complete. Unit ready.
Right, so I'll probably bring my tanks, probably be best served at Purple's base. Because I think he's going to be under the most pressure at the start. And I haven't actually destroyed the bridge.
Unit ready. Building.
Yeah, you can see I'm quite low on ore at the moment. And I'll see if I can get through at this point. Because you can see that pink's going for
Unit ready.
Purple, I think, at the moment.
Building. Unit ready. Building. Unit ready. Building. Unit ready. Building. Unit lost.
Yeah, it isn't working out too well for me.
Unit lost. Unit ready. Building.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Construction complete. Yes, sir. Unit
Right, so I'm getting a radar door up so I can see what's going on at the other side of the map. Because there is a right flank on our... You can see greens there. So it depends how well I can defend there as well, because I could get attacked from the right later on. And it looks to be quite even so far. It's not going too badly for us. We're slowly managing to grind the tanks down. So we'll try and get the construction yard. That'll stop them building any more buildings, which will put us in quite a good position. And we're just going to take out some of the war factories, and that'll hopefully give us a bit of an edge there. Right, that's one war factory down. Can we get the second war factory? And that goes down as well, so that's a lot of damage to pink there. We are getting surrounded now though. We've got cyan coming from the left and we've got red coming from the right. Really, orange shouldn't be sending those light tanks in anymore because they're just going to get... There's too many tanks there now, so they're going to get absolutely pulverised. Yeah, you can see not much value there. And we can see that purple's having a hard time at the moment. And we did manage to distract pink a little bit, but it seems that orange have... one of the other teams, I think, has been attacking him a bit. He has still got some tanks left though, so we're going to just deal with pink's tanks at the moment. And we can see that cyan are coming in. As we saw earlier, cyan do have a big force. So this is going to be... we're going to need to be careful here. And I wonder if red will follow with them.
Construction complete.
Yeah, because cyan do have a big force there. We can see that pink's still mining. I think pink must actually... They must have had a third war factory because I see it still seem to be building tanks. So we didn't get that third war factory. Might have been possibly best to go for the ore refineries instead, but they can only build one more factory. And we can see that red are coming from the right, so it seems that green, I think, have lost on the right side of the map. And that's going to be our construction yard. It's going to go down right now. Yeah. I probably should have sold it, but never mind. And orange are coming to help me on the right side. So we're going to go for a war factory. I mean, it's not going to be too bad if we lose one war factory, because we still have two. And we can see that cyan are coming from the top. So we're just going to... I need to push them back there. We can see that pink's trying to go through with them as well. My base is actually in quite a good position to defend because of the bottlenecks. It's quite easy to defend this position, whereas the player above me had a horrible time because his part is a bit more open and he's also in between two teams. So what I'm doing now is I'm sending some tanks to the left just to try and close that bottleneck as well. Yeah, so we can see that pink are attacking there, and as you can see it's a bit inevitable at the moment. I think it's the other team have got this. But we'll put up a good fight nevertheless. Right, so pink yeah, I've lost a couple of my war factories now. I've got one war factory left, just trying to get as many kills as I can at this point. And we can see now that red's coming from the right, so that seems, I think that's going to be the last final straw. Right, and it looks like, yes, so red is going for orange at this moment. Well, at least we managed to put up a good fight. I mean, we took out a lot of pink at the start. Unfortunately, we lost that player above us. And then I think when we lost the right side of the map, that was when that nail hit the head. I mean, maybe we could have been able to get that third pink war factory. But I mean, you saw as soon as we got the second war factory, we were swamped by tanks on all sides. So it was never going to be a possibility. Yeah, so we can see some rocket men there. Actually, I think that yellow, I haven't seen much of them, so I think they're possibly lost quite a lot. Yeah, because we can see that they're just sending infantrymen, so I think purple must have destroyed some of their base early on. So I mean, if we had destroyed a bit more pink, we possibly could have won this match. Yeah, I think we can see orange is going up to try and destroy some buildings, possibly. Yeah, we can see he's going to yellow's base just to try and take out the last of the buildings. However, it's probably pink we need to destroy, because he's causing most of the problems at the moment. Yeah, but we can see it's 3-on-1 now, so that's it over. And now they just need to go down to orange's base, who's at the back.
Failed.
And there you can see the stats after this match. Yes, we got a lot of kills but didn't destroy enough buildings. Just needed a few more of those key buildings destroyed, and then we would have had a chance on that match. Right, this is the second match we're playing. It's actually against the same team, but we have a... Well, we're against the same team, but we have slightly different players on our team. We've also got Machu, who's a really good player on our team for this match. And in this game, I'm starting same map, but I'm starting in the bottom right position, so I'll be protecting the right side of the map. So straight away, I'm just sending some infantry upwards, just to do a little bit of scouting and get a bit of view on what the enemy's doing.
Unit ready.
Very well.
So yeah, I'm just going sending some up the right and also sending up some the left.
Construction.
And this is actually a really good starting position at the start because you do get a lot of access to gems. You just need to be careful though, because there are two teams that just above you, so you could get attacked by two teams if you're not careful. And we've got a little thing there, and that's actually quite going to be really useful, that crate, because it's giving us a mine layer which itself isn't going to do much damage, but what it's going to do, it's going to give us a vehicle that we can use to get a visual on our opponent's base. So that's proved really useful. I'm going to be obviously going for 2 war factories first off, and I'm probably just going to try and uncover the whole of yellow's base, because that's going to be the person I'm going to be going for at the start. So yeah, you can see I've got complete visibility almost now, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the left and just get some visibility on the other people's bases, just so to help my teammates out. So we've got that second war factory down. We're going to go for a power plant now, and we can also build that that second ore refinery.
Unit ready. Building.
Yes, I'm going for a few light tanks early on, and I'm going to go for some medium tanks as well. And we can see we've got a bit of good visual on Cyan's base as well.
Unit ready.
And just so my allies can see what's going on there.
Unit ready. Building. Unit ready.
Right, we can see that green is bringing some of his tanks into yellow's base. And I'm probably not going to want to wait around too long, because I don't want to wait for the team above them to get enough tanks for them to do a joint attack together. So I'm probably going to go up quite early in this match. And we can see that purple has actually brought his MCV down. So it's sort of in a safer place, I guess, in terms of protection. The only problem is we're not going to have access to that ore. So we've got a little bit less map control, which means we'll run out of ore more quickly. So we are going to need to try and finish this game earlier rather than later, because the longer we wait, the more advantage our opponents have.
Unit ready.
Right, so we're going to go for yellow now. We can see they've got quite a few infantry, but not too many tanks. But we can see green have got a few tanks above them, so this is going to be quite a tough challenge for us. But we can see that red are coming to help us, so that's going to be provide us some support. So let's see how this is going to go. I mean, it's looking, we've lost a few infantry there. It's looking okay at the moment though. We're destroying some of these tanks there. We've got yellow out of the way. And now getting my third war factory down. Because you can see my ore, I've got a lot of ore at the moment. And we can see that red are going for the MCV. Are they going to get it? And that's an MCV down for yellow. So that's a big... done a lot of damage there. So we've got one of their ore refineries down, and now we're going to go possibly for a war factory, but we might need to fight these tanks actually first. Yeah, the thing is, we don't want to go for the war factory at the moment, because if we destroy my tanks, it's going to give them an easy counter into my base. So sometimes you just need to make a decision. Am I going to go for buildings, or am I going to maintain my tank numbers so my opponent can't attack me?
Yes, sir.
Because you always have to be wary of the counter. It looks like green are falling back at the moment, and we're regrouping a little bit, so we should be okay at this point in time. And we can see yellow's just leaving a few tanks there. They're still building lights, which I'd probably transition if I was them to mediums at this point. And there's that's quite nice because it's got us some more ore, especially since we're now on 3 war factories.
Affirmative.
Construction complete. Unit ready.
Right, and it looks like green. I don't know if they're pulling back or not.
Building.
Acknowledged.
Construction complete. Unit ready. Building.
Yeah, I'm just trying to build to the other side, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and expand my base up to the northeast.
Unit ready.
Reporting. Acknowledged.
Eventually I can start using that ore patch there as well. And we can see that it's yellow and green now, and red are coming to help me again, so that's going to provide a lot of help to me.
Unit ready. Building. Construction complete.
Right, so this is looking quite good for me. You can just see I'm just doing a bit of a base crawl while I'm doing these little skirmishes. And I think that red are going to go up to green's base. This is going to force green to pull back. Or, yep. And if green pull back, the thing is I can destroy yellow's base. So I don't know what green are going to do here. Oh, green, red are actually going for the yellow's base. I thought red were going to go for green then.
Unit lost. Unit ready.
Because if they'd gone for green, if green had to pull back, I would have then destroyed yellow's base, but I think red are just going to destroy it in the background, so that I think yellow, yeah, you can see the ore trucks are still now, they must have lost the ore refinery as well.
Building.
And this isn't looking too bad for us at the moment. I think we've traded evenly with green, we're losing some tanks, they're losing some tanks. We seem to be in a I think we're getting the upper hand at the moment. We've got a good influx of tanks. I don't know if green don't seem to get any reinforcements, so this is looking very, very good for us.
Waiting order. Affirmative. Affirmative. Yes,
Unit
sir.
ready.
And I think green are going to try and push down with that single tank,
Unit ready.
or they're just providing distraction, because I think red, they've got another tank coming there.
Unit ready.
But I do think red are going to their base right now. So yeah, they've got a few tanks in the base. And we can see that pink are in trouble at the moment. Well, that's our teammate blue. He's doing a good job. I think that's Machu.
Building.
Affirmative.
Unit
So right, so next person we're going to go for is
Unit ready.
going to be green.
Affirmative. Acknowledged.
So green have already been weakened a little bit from red. So we should have a good chance of finishing them off with the next attack. The question is, do we go and just finish off pink? But pink still have an MCV, so it might be just a
Construction
good move
complete.
just to go. I don't know actually, because then if we go for pink, then green could have a chance to counter me.
Building. Unit ready.
So yeah, we're going to go for green.
Unit lost.
And we'll probably be able to finish him off here, hopefully. You can see we've got good tank numbers at the moment, but they are building base defences as well, so they're going to have that, because their base defences are quite powerful. They can't move around though.
Unit lost. Unit ready. Unit ready.
Right, so you can see it's looking good for us. We've sort of cleared it up, so we'll probably start going for buildings now, just to hold the production.
Unit ready.
So obviously every war factory we get down, and they're going to move the MCV. So we'll go for that after we destroyed that war factory. And you can see I think it's pretty much over for green right now. I think we only had 2 war factories, so you can see that's why I was able to put a bit more pressure on green. Green only had 2 war factories producing tanks, whereas I had 3. So I think that's where a bit of the problems came from. They weren't getting as many tanks as I was because of the building speed. Right, so yeah, now it's going to be pretty straightforward. I think it's going to be just destroy.
Building.
And you can see I've got 4 war factories now.
Building. Unit ready.
But yeah, it's going to be pretty much just taking out the rest of the base.
Building. Unit ready.
They've only got a bit left, and I think we're doing quite well on the right side of the map as far as I could see.
Building. Unit ready. Building. Unit ready. Unit ready. Building.
I think what green probably could have done with being early on was a bit more aggressive, because it did look like they had more tanks than me at one point. So if they pushed forward, then maybe they would have stood a bit better chance. And green are out of the match. Right, and you can see that Cyan are surrounded on all, it seems at the moment outnumbered by both red and blue.
Unit ready.
And you can see my economy is
Base official.
obviously fizzling down now. I've got to have 4 war factories, so I've got a lot of tank production going on here.
Unit ready. Building.
And we can see we've got good control of this side. I don't know if it was a good idea for purple to go down, but I do know that play in that position. Because you saw that purple did move down further down the map next to his allies early on. I mean, usually it's a very bad idea to do that, but I don't know on this map because the player who's stuck in the middle of those 2 players at the top does have a very, very hard time. So purple moving down might have been a better idea. I'm not sure on that. And we can see that pink have just, I think it must be on destroy all.
Unit ready. Building. Unit ready.
And pink have got a few of those
Acknowledged.
there.
Affirmative.
Unit ready. Building.
You can see purple's got some
Unit
interesting
ready.
things. He's been building
Unit ready. Building.
airfields.
Mission accomplished.
And that's the game over.